Hello! Today I'm going to do my best to describe the Kyoshin. I didn't make a video last week because I've been anticipating him and I've been playing him nonstop and just getting used to the way he flows. And honestly, he is not great in duels, and he's in my opinion, very good in fours if you're running with teammates that can not feed revenge. We're going to go over some simple combos and ways that I feel that he really excels at. So he has two main combos. It's the light and heavy. Heavy's undodgeable, or heavy, light, light's undodgeable, or light, light's undodgeable. Heavy, light is undodgeable. He has a forward front bash. So if you dodge forward and then press guard break, you'll kick him in the face. You can do a light right after and then another light or heavy that's undodgeable. Or you can do it, press light, guard break, and then another light that's guaranteed. He has a thing called down stance, which lets you spin. And this spin has unlimited stamina. So you don't have to, if you hold it down with BP or something, your stamina doesn't slowly fade away. He has a few options to hit from down stance. Down stance can be guard broken, so I'd watch out for that, but with the way he is right now, if you get guard broken or you see the guard break coming, you can just do a light. So if you do a light, you'll hit on that side. If you do a heavy, you'll hit from on top and it'll be unblockable. And if you do an area, you hit from the left. Now, when you do this, you can spam light and do that, but it doesn't really do a lot of damage, and it uses a lot of stam. So around characters like Yorm, I'd be very careful, because he will bully you. Same with this. With this, really, I like to feint a guard break, but it's normally because he's such a fast-paced character and people aren't used to him yet. I'm sure people will get used to that. His area also goes into his light. And then another detail about his down stance. So when you're doing this, when you're doing the slashes, you can press heavy. It's 600 MS, and it keeps letting you chain. So really, I only use it if I'm target swapping, but it's not too good. It like I said, it's just slow, and it gets, at least when the people I fight against, it gets parried. Or if you're fighting another Kyoshin, he's just gonna go into his down stance again. Now the character is all about, well, at least he's supposed to be about anti-ganking, but in my opinion, he's really strives in a gank situation. Because when you do this, your teammates can hit the opponent and they don't have to worry about a thing because he can't do anything. So really, he kind of just strives in ganks more than he does anti-ganks. Not saying that you can't anti-gank, but he's a lot better in a gank. I'm going to turn his attacks on and show you what I mean. So he has crushing counters in all directions. So if you time it like a parry, you hit light instead of heavy, and you'll do a crushing counter. Really, his parries are just normal, so there's really no reason, he doesn't have too much parry punishes. This crushing counter lets you chain as well. His down stance also lets you crushing counter. That's the light. And you also can do it from heavy. Though, again, it doesn't do a lot of damage and drains quite a bit of stamina, which I find to be counterintuitive to him being an anti-ganker. He does have dodge attacks, but they can be counterintuitive if you don't use them correctly. So really, it's just about oh, if I see a Highlander's gonna kick at me, I could always dodge attack, or I can just area, or I can just light. It's useful. His dodge forward heavy is pretty fast, but it just doesn't see a lot of play because you're just gonna get downstanced and then hit with that combo. I normally don't talk about feats, but his feats in his first and second feat correlate with his down stance and getting crushing counters. The first feat lets you do bleed if you get a crushing counter or do the down stance. The second lets you heal if you do the down stance or crushing counter. But it's more useful to have those. I mean, he has Smoke Bomb as an option too, but I personally run the heal. I don't run his third. I don't think his third's very great, but I run his fourth. I run Tough as Nails for his third, because personally, I can get crushing counters, and I can do that on my own. I don't need to have that. If you really are going against someone that doesn't know what they're doing, you can chain your combo like that. We're gonna turn him on exhausted. So if you kick forward, light. Oh, wait a minute. So if you kick him to the side, so that's it. Do a side light and then a heavy. But if you kick him forward, I don't believe it's the same. I believe it may be the same. I just tested this out too and it worked. Yeah, so you do a side light and then a top heavy. Side light, top heavy, which you can chain. His down stance has cancel recoveries like Aramusha. So say we kick our opponent over, he's about to get his stamina back, go right into down stance, cancel our recovery. There's just the issue with down stance, everyone expecting you to run into down stance, that everyone is gonna counter you. So normally what I would do is I'd start a fight with that kick, or I'd start it with a light or something. Or if you see that there's one of them down stancing, be ready to react with a down stance or a crushing counter if they know that you're going to guard break, or just get close and guard break them, because normally people just let you do that. A lot of the new Kyoshins tend to just let you. Okay, so it's on his side. Okay, his side throws. This is side light, heavy, but not his front throw. So do not do the front throw. Sorry, I thought I had tested it entirely, but I guess I was wrong. But he flows nicely. He just doesn't have a lot of damage, and he has so many issues with stamina. Like, I'm gonna turn his health on, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Say like I do this. So they do 1 damage each, but take 6 stamina, and I can see maybe they were a little afraid of a Griffin situation, but at the same time, it's ridiculous that, like, you have no damage. I don't know. I mean, technically you could do that too, but that doesn't give you as much damage as this. That gives you 42 right there. So I always recommend throwing to the side. But yeah, he's a solid character, just has so much stamina conservation issues. Which, again, I don't talk about gear perks fairly often, but I run endurance because of that. So endurance definitely helps at least a bit in this area. And the speed he's just a ganker in my opinion. He's good for ganking. If you can coordinate your team well and you're not going to feed revenge well, he's just good at ganking. But, I mean, hopefully this helps. There's really not too much to this guy. He may seem a little intimidating at first, and I can 100% get that. But I really like it, going against him. Just keep pressure up, keep your offense up. There's not too much. He's not too viable of a character. He has a lot of issues that need fixed. So, but hopefully this video helps. I know it was a bit longer. It was around the 10-minute mark. I try not to make my videos that long, and I try to make them as fast as possible. But really, there were certain things that needed to be gone over with him, and also I messed up on the out of stamp. So hopefully this helps, and thanks. Bye.